So 3 years ago, I was sat in a crack house, and now I've been to Bristol, met Dave, met loads of people. My life's changed ever so much, but I'll tell you about that. I'll just tell you my life story and try not to be too long. I was born in 1961. My dad was a miner. My mum was a typical housewife in the 60s. Men was dominant and the women. He treated my mum basically like shit, but I was about 6 years of age, but I was born with a turning eye, and I had to go into hospital to have an operation, and it was 1966 treatment, so it wasn't this operation now only takes a week, but this took 6 weeks. I had to go in there, and they were treating me with opiates, and that was the first time I ever experienced opiates. But I didn't realise till I was the age of 20 about that. So I was on them for about 6 months. I went in, I got the operation. I had to wear bandages on my eyes for 3 weeks, so I was blind for 3 weeks. I was crying for my mum and dad, and it was so lonely. And I suppose I got through it. I got through the operation. Things, after 6 weeks recovery, the other eye went, so I had to repeat that process over again. So yeah, I still have nightmares about that, but it was a long time ago. My dad was like a functioning alcoholic. He worked hard, but me and my brother, I have a brother, he used to come home and take his frustration. Didn't spank us or anything like that. He used to kick the shit out of us, beat us up. A real nasty person. And to escape that, I was at the age of 13, and to escape that, I ended up taking the first drug, the glue. I was sniffing glue. Someone makes a joke that I was stuck on glue. But I ended up sniffing petrol at the age of 13, 14. And I think that's where I got my mental health through taking these substances, which I was taking up to 16 years of age, so that was 3 years doing that. And my dad took me to a doctor when I was 15, and the doctor basically told me I was an addict at 15. So I cracked on my life. I got fed up with the glue, and I had a passion for cricket. I was very good at cricket, so the cricket took me out of that. I was quite good. I scored 14 centuries, and I was quite a good all-rounder. And the cricket, that helped me through, because I wouldn't have been anywhere without the cricket at school. In the school life, because I was so confused and dyslexic, they used to shove me in a class for 8 hours a day doing noughts and crosses. And I don't know if that happens today, but that's what it was like in the 70s. Anyway, basically, say in 1977, 78, I was playing cricket, but then I was going out drinking, because after the match you have a pint, and then I was going out, and then I got introduced to cannabis, and I started smoking that a lot, and I was doing that for about 12 months. Then the cannabis ran out then, and some guy said, try this, it's amphetamine speed. So I was about 18, 19, I was getting the speed, I was injecting the speed. But then my cricket was suffering. I was using the speed so I could perform, and my cricket career went drastically wrong, and once my cricket went, that was me done really, because I was passionate about the cricket, and I loved it, and it was quite sad it came to an end. Then I got heavily into the drugs. I was using speed, cannabis, and then 1920 I got introduced to heroin because I couldn't get no speed, and I was coming down off the speed, and I needed something. And in 1977 you didn't smoke heroin, it was injected. It was called China White, and it was a lethal cocktail. I was drunk, and I said I was never going to stick a needle in my arm, and I did. I was drunk, and I was quite unwell, but it still didn't stop me. I had another injection in the morning, so that carried on. That carried on for about 6 weeks, and I decided not to take it anymore. I had a car, and I was taking people to score the heroin, so I was getting free. So I got what you call a free habit, which that doesn't happen today as well. So after 6-7 weeks, I had these pains. I was wondering what was wrong. I didn't know what was turkey. I didn't know what a turkey was like, you know what I mean? And then a lad came around and explained that you have this it, you'll be okay. So yeah, I did. I had the it, and yeah, I was hooked. So trying to speed it up a little bit. I did that for about 10 years. I got a chronic injector at the services that I used to be. I joined the clinic in Warrington, and they used to give you what you wanted: pure heroin enhanced, smack cigarettes with heroin cigarettes, loads of methadone, give you what you wanted. That wouldn't happen today as well now, but that didn't help. Then after 10 years, I'd done every vein in my body. I couldn't get a it. And I hit a major artery in my foot and nearly lost my foot. So I ended up going into a detox, my first one, and they changed me over to methadone. So that was in 96. They changed it to methadone. I didn't inject for 96 because I had no veins left in my body. But then they give me 100 mils methadone. Then that was the worst thing they could do. I mean, I started buying it, then ended up getting up to taking 300 mils a day. I went into detox. I went into a detox on 200 mils of methadone, expecting to do a rattle, and ended up getting 400 mil when I came out. So I loved it at the time, like, you know, I thought it was great. I thought Father Christmas had come all at once. Like, I mean, I can't even remember the detox cycle. I mean, the Kevin White people were in there, like, I remember I was that bad. I was that bad with the methadone. I said to my drug worker, I'm not going in. She said, what do you mean you're not going in? She said, I'll be back in 10 minutes. So I drank 2 bottles of vodka, I got really drunk and thought, no, they won't take me in now. And she come back with 2 policemen. Basically, I got sessions to go into the Kevin White again. And when I went in there was a young nurse, and she said, I seen her when I was clean, and she said, I remember you when you was drunk as hell, when you come into the hospital and trying to get me into your room. I said, well, I must have been drunk. Anyway, me, I've got more stories like that, but it's been an eventful. Yeah, I came out of detox. I'm going on now. I was 21 years. I've done 21 detoxes. Well, I've done 22, but I've done 21, and I was going to this treatment centre in St Helens, and because I've been described by a doctor as a methadone and opiate glutton, untreatable. So I was going to this place in St Helens to get into detox, for my 22nd detox, but they weren't having any, saying I was untreatable, didn't want me to go. I was going to this centre, taking up to 300 mils of methadone a day, and they were trying to ram a 12-step program down, which I was on antipsychotic medication. I've been sectioned numerous of times. I mean, when I was taking the horrific amounts of methadone, I was getting Legato, it's called copramazine. I was on 500 milligrams of that, an antipsychotic medication and thingy. It just confused me, and I was getting locked up. One day I was going out thinking I was the Pope and blessing everybody. I had an incident where somebody had stabbed me in the head, and I got left a lot of money, and I was going around the pubs offering people £3,000 to shoot in, and I ended up getting sectioned for that. So anyway, come to a point where after many years, my brother died. Like, my dad was, he was the right bastard between me and my brother. Like, we could never do anything without his blessing. Wouldn't let us do it. He used to open our mail, dead disrespectful, and he tragically passed away. He put a chip pan on and he went to sleep, and he died. He got left in the fire, and he lived for 3 weeks with 80% burns. So, I mean, 80% internal burns. So, like, he is my hero, like, you know what I mean? He was so strong, but he couldn't hang on. And that knocked me back on the methadone, back up to 600 mils. My poor mum, she never abandoned me, but she didn't like what I was doing and things that was causing to her, and she never turned her back on me. And then I decided enough's enough. I said, right, Mum, I'm not going to take no street drugs. I'm going to go on to 300 mils of methadone and try and get on like that. So I never took no street drugs, never took no crack. I wasn't drinking. And our life became better. I was saving money, and I was taking money from her. But now I was in that position to give money back, and that felt ever so great. We moved into a bungalow. We've been there 6 months. And I woke up one morning, knocked on the door, I couldn't hear her answer. I opened the door and found her dead in bed. And that just knocked me really for six. I sat with it, didn't do anything. I got the funeral over. Then she kindly left me £110,000, which I sorted family members out, give them 40 grand, and I spent the £70,000 on crack cocaine. It took me 4 months, and after I smoked that, the habit I had, I was in and out of sectioning again. I came through that. I went into the Kevin White again, and this time I was back to 600 mils a day. which is a hell of a lot of medication. Probably I was over-medicated, probably, yeah, probably right, yeah. And I managed to get down to nothing. I ended up going into the Kevin White unit for 2 months, got down to 300 mil. They said that if I kept it down to 300 mil, they'd let me go back to get clean, to go down to nothing. So I did that, got out, got down to nothing. Then when I got out, I had nothing to go. I had no support. There was nothing. So in 2 months I was back taking drugs again. Then that happened for about 5 years. I got up to 300 mils of methadone, and then I decided, I was 51, I decided I had enough. And I went to this place, I know you're not supposed to name it, but it was Ad Action. I went there and I was begging them for me 20-second detox. They were saying no, 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 no. And then they stopped me from going to centre, and I had nowhere to go. And an incident occurred, and I got banned. They took me scripts off me, took me to court, took me scripts off me. No help in the area. Like I said in the CV, they wouldn't even pay for me detox. And then my doctor rang Kevin White, and the Kevin White said, no, we're not leaving you. So I got my chance, and I did 3 weeks in the Kevin White unit. I had 3 days to go, and I was thinking, oh my God, what's going to happen when I go home? I've got nothing to go home, I've got no help, got no support. And then on my 3rd day, ready to leave, a girl came in called Paula from the Brink in Liverpool, and she told me about, it's a place where addicts go if they want to come off drugs and thingy. So I thought, yeah, talking to her, and then she thought I was talking a crock of shite, like she said, oh, she's heard this before, I'll come down, I'll do this, I'll come off drugs, yeah, right. And then she left me a phone number. I got out the Kevin White on the Monday, and I rang her up on the Tuesday, and I was at the Brink on the Tuesday. And I wasn't very well, I had hepatitis, and then I was quite yellow, and it was 20 miles to travel to Liverpool, and I was doing that journey every single day. I was ill, but I just wanted to get clean. And eventually I went into Brink, done the groups, and then they were going to a place called Sharp, it's a treatment centre, and I was, how can I want to go there. They said, you can't go there, you've got to live in Liverpool. So I inquired about it, and hey presto, I went to Liverpool, came to Liverpool. I made a big gamble. I had bungalow, I had everything, I had all my possessions. I made a big gamble. I even left my girlfriend, I'm still with her now, but she knew I couldn't stay in that town. So I put a few things in a bag, left everything behind, and came to Liverpool. It was a gamble at the time, and it's paid off. Anyway, I done Sharp. I was only given a week's trial because of my mental health and the drug abuse taking toll on me. So I had the week's trial and sailed through it and did the 14-month program. I came out there, but when I came out there, I wasn't mentally right. I mean, I had structure for 14 months, I had something to do, and it all gone. And then I was sat with myself, and I was sat in the Brink, and I knew Lee Houghton. I knew him from going through the Brink, and I was sitting in there for 8 hours, just sitting there, just because that's where I got my recovery and felt safe. And Lee gave me the card, and said, ring up and we can sort something out. Well, I'm grateful for you for that, Lee, you know what I mean? And I did that. I phoned up, and then I got a support worker, which was Tara, and when my head was all over the place when I first came, when you was working with me. You were taking me to things, events, but I wouldn't stay in the room. She kept running after me. I kept walking out and she kept running after me. I couldn't read or write. We went to a place where I couldn't read or write to improve my education, but I couldn't sit there. I kept going out. And then Tara introduced me to Lucy Webb. He said, I'll teach you. She said, I'll teach you. She was splendid. She had the patience. Not even at school. Nobody took that time to sit down to me and just, we done the basic and we loose. And I've never written a letter before. So I written my first letter saying thank you to all the ways and oh God that you got received. It's hanging up in Michael Gill's office like, I mean, that was the first letter I ever written. And again, then I got introduced to Julie Prendergast. I thought you got away with that, didn't you? Oh God, that was an eye opener, I'll tell you. It was like the sister to Ways of Hope, getting out the house. No, I'm lazy, and Julie boosted my ass and telling me she said, what do you want to do? And we were saying all these things. And I said something about the horse therapy. And she said, okay, we'll take you to horse therapy. Which she told me we got there. It was all right the first week. And then the second week, do you remember that, Julie? We had a big horse called Fred. And I was shitting myself. I wouldn't go in the stable, and didn't I shit out that stable too? We like, no.
Never seen you move so fast.
Jesse Owens. Then the lady who runs the stables, Bernie, said to me, I got the horse for you. I went along next week. She got this little horse called Pagan. It was a little pony, like he was a little sod as well. He was worse than the big horses. And was doing that. And then weeks went by, and then you asked me. There was two big horses, and they said, "Would you mind having your photo took with the horses?" I said, "Yeah." "Will you put your hands on both of the behinds?" And I went, "Oh." I went, "Yeah." "Give me a vodka, I'll do it." I did it, and I had a fear. And the fear of coming off drugs and keeping clean. You can do that, you can stand behind the horses. The tension, it just cleared my mind. Working with Julie and the New Beginnings really gets me out. I haven't done bike riding. I've never ridden a bike sober before. You know, I was multitasking. Yeah, there's. I mean, I can't thank Leanne and all his staff and everybody at Ways and people who put the fund in, and it has changed my life. 3 years ago I got told I was unteachable. I'm interviewing people for jobs. I'm getting asked to do this, getting asked to do that. Spending nights in hotels where it would just have been a crack house. It's so amazing. And that's it. Is there any questions?